Same problem exists, the heroin problem. It's one of the big stories. It was on the forefront of all of our news for most of last year.
Yeah, but to change that, though, Anne Arundel County installed some new programs in the past year. ABC2's Don Harrison tells us that the number of overdoses may have been higher last year, but the county sees progress for the future.
Now that 2017 is over, county officials are facing the unfortunate facts of the heroin problem in Anne Arundel County. In 2016, 119 people lost their lives to opioids. In 2017, that number grew to 154, a trend county police and health officials don't want to see, but this was not a surprise to them.
But we knew that it was going to take a while to start seeing a turnover in this opioid fight. So we knew it was going to be a marathon. We're built for the marathon with all the partnerships that we've had. So we think it's going to take some time to start seeing.
The opioid problem, both prescription pills and heroin, is a growing problem around the state and the country, and this problem did not happen overnight. Lieutenant Ryan Frazier says heroin addiction is so overwhelming, a quick fix is not usually the case.
So it really takes a long time for an individual to, one, realize they need help, two, realize or have the courage to actually get help and trust that we're here to help them, and then three, to stay clean. So it's really hard for an individual struggling with addiction. We realize that.
The solution isn't going to happen overnight.
Captain Russ Davies with the Anne Arundel County Fire Department knows there is no quick fix to the heroin problem. In April, the Safe Station program began. That is where, if you are struggling with addiction, you can come to any county fire station and ask for help. They will then immediately get the resources to you to start your recovery.
And since that time, more than 400 people have come into police and fire stations and have sought help with their addiction.
The number of opioid deaths may be worse than a year ago, but not all the news is bad.
The second half of 2017, we started to see the numbers level off in comparison year to year and actually start to drop for the number of overdoses the last part of 2017 versus 2016.
As we've seen over 500 people go through our Safe Stations program, so we really want to start pushing those positive stories as well. You know, we want individuals that are home now sitting on the couch watching the news to see some of these success stories and think, if they can do it, then I can do it.
And with the new programs in full effect for this year, the county hopes those success stories continue for 2018. In Anne Arundel County, Don Harrison, ABC2 News.
Meanwhile, a man is arrested and charged in connection to a deadly heroin overdose that happened in October. Police say Jacob Caldwell sold Jason Weddle the heroin that killed him. Weddle was found dead on October the 8th in Pasadena. Caldwell is charged with involuntary manslaughter, distribution of heroin, and possession of heroin.
3 people had